We are in the Marauder fort stage in Rise of Kingdoms, and that means we are doing a ton of forts. But what I have realized is that I don't really have a commander that is really that great for barbarian forts. So today I am going to be maxing one of the best commanders for barb forts. I have 798 gold heads, and I think this is going to be a really good decision for being in KVK because, as you guys know, rallying barbarian forts in KVK is actually a great way to get resources, speed ups, and even crystals. So the best commander in Rise of Kingdoms for rallying barbarian forts is Moctezuma. And this is because you can use any troop type with him and he is going to do great. His peacekeeping, he has skill damage, he does a ton of damage to barbarians. So today we are going to be biting the bullet and we are investing into Moctezuma in order to trade better against barbarian forts. So let's go ahead and do this. All right, the first thing we're gonna have to do is actually get his skills up because we do not have enough skills to expertise him yet. So we need to make sure we have him at 4 stars. So let's go ahead and just use up these tomes of knowledge and we can get him up to 4 stars. We'll just speed run this and then we can go ahead and expertise Moctezuma. Perfect. So now we can come into the skills and we can just start tossing these skills onto Moctezuma. Like I said, this is just going to be a good opportunity to rally barbarian forts in the Lost Kingdom and even in Home Kingdom, especially for Marauders. Like this is going to be, it's going to help me save like maybe 100 sev wounds, maybe even like 150 sev wounds when I'm rallying these barbarian forts, because I mean that adds up a lot. Like 100 to 150 T5 sev wounds, that definitely does add up over the course of these Marauder forts. And getting into KVK, that will allow us to save even more sev wounds when we're rallying barbarian forts in the Lost Kingdom. So we got 2 more skills, or sorry, 3 more skills, so we can fully expertise him. And boom, expertise Moctezuma. Let's go. Now we can go ahead and rally a ton barbarian forts with our expertised Moctezuma. Now, if you guys thought I was doing that on my main account, I was not. This is my farm account. I am going to be doing these on my farm accounts because I am doing Marauder forts on my farm accounts and I want to be able to launch more rallies with my farm accounts to get better value. And Moctezuma is a great option for farm accounts, simply because he's a leadership commander. And for me personally, I don't have a ton of cavalry to fill up all of my accounts with rallies with only cavalry. So I need to have a mixture of cav, infantry, and archers. So instead of investing into like Huchabing or Nevsky or these single target high DPS commanders, investing into Moctezuma is similar to having Ethelfled, a leadership commander, because I already have all the gear crit for my leadership. So I can just swap that right over to Moctezuma, and then I can pair him with a cavalry commander. I can pair him with Ethelfled. I can pair him with YSS. I can pair him with the same commanders and still do very, very well. And he's going to do a lot more damage. All right, here's what we actually did. We went into the tavern on one of my farm accounts and we unlocked Moctezuma. So I can go ahead and claim him. And that way I can unlock him on this account. And we can go ahead and invest him. Honestly, part of me wants to go ahead and expertise double C as well, but since he's a gold key commander, I'm going to wait to do that until I open up all of my gold keys when I do a full video of opening everything on my farm accounts, because I think that is also a good play, because pairing Moctezuma with double C for that extra damage to barbarians is going to be absolutely enormous. So if you are considering investing into commanders for hitting barbarian forts, this is a very, very niche situation. Not many people are doing barbarian forts on their farms, and not many people are trying to optimize it either. But as you saw, I had like 1,400, 1,500 gold heads on this account that are just sitting here. Like I already have my Seondak expertise. I already have everything I need expertise. I have my city defense with YSS. And then I have my #1 gathering commander, Seondak. Like that's really all you need on a farm account, is something to protect and then something to gather. That's pretty much it. Gather in the gold pit, that is. So for me, it's like, okay, I have 1,500 gold heads. why not invest into Moctezuma so that when I do barbarian forts, I can use Moctezuma and trade really well. I can take less sev wounds, deal more damage, and complete these barbarian forts faster. Like for me, that's just a no-brainer because I'm trying to maximize. And like, yes, this is a like I said, very, very niche situation. Not many people are gonna do this on their farm account because not many people, like I said, even rally barbarian forts on their farm account. It's just not something that people really do. But for me, I want the ability to do that. And I think that this is definitely a worthwhile investment if you are somebody that uses your farm accounts for barbarian forts, because you could even do this in the Lost Kingdom and get a ton of resources for your farm accounts. Like the amount of resources you can get doing barbarian forts on your farms is way more than people realize. And so many people are missing out on these. Like I've been doing marauders on my farm accounts for the last couple of hours, and like, yeah, you're getting a lot of these level 2 resource packs, but you're also getting healing speed ups, you're getting more AP that you can spend in KVK, and like it just adds up a lot. Like, I mean, if I open up some of these, like I have 19,000, let's just open up like 9,157, just make it a nice round number there. That's 28 million food, 21 million stone, 29 million wood, and 3 million gold. Like that's quite a bit just for doing some rallies here and there over the course of time. I mean, in some cases, especially doing this with 6 different farm accounts, because I have 6 farm accounts over here, doing that with 6 farm accounts, multiply that number by 6. So you can see 120 million food is like 120 million wood. It adds up very, very quickly. So if you are somebody that is short on resources and you have these farm accounts that you can invest into hitting barbarian forts, that does go a long way. So I would definitely recommend that if you are considering hitting barbarian forts on your farm accounts, investing into a commander that is going to do a lot more damage to barbarians, whether that's Moctezuma for the leadership ability, whether that's double C, whether it's Ethelfled. Like, yes, you can do double C and Ethelfled and that's going to do great, but Moctezuma is going to do even better. So if you're trying to optimize, save some resources here and there, and over the course of time you get a ton of benefits, I think it is worthwhile doing. I know this was kind of a crazy video, and I know I kind of led you guys into thinking I was maxing Moctezuma on my main account. That was the intention behind this. But I think that this is overall going to be a great situation for me, because, you know, obviously you're going to be able to do a lot more damage against these barbarian forts. And I think that is definitely going to be worth it. And I like the march speed over here as well. We'll kind of build out this talent tree. We definitely want to do arm to the teeth. There we go. What else do we want? We also want arm to the teeth over here, because like we talked about, we are going to be having 3 different unit types. We're not going to go under 50%. So we only have 10 left here. I think we're going to go to tactical mastery, and then we have 3 spots left. Let's do burning blood. I think that is what we're going to do. If you guys have a better skill kit, let me know. I really don't care about the healing because I'm using this for barbarian forts, so it really doesn't matter. But this is what I'm using for my barbarian forts. If you guys have a better skill tree, comment down below. You can send it to me in my DMs and I can take a look at it and see if it's something that's better. But I think this is going to be a good opportunity to, like I said, do better with barbarian forts. And with this as well, if you wanted to go double line formation and hit these barbarian forts faster, that'd be great. And I actually have triple line formation. I could start moving over stuff into the double line formation for faster march speed to barbarians, but right now I have it on the triple line because I have a ton of damage to barbarians. I have been considering looking into damage reduction versus barbarians and kind of testing that out. So that might be something that I do in the future here, just to see if I can optimize this even further. But if you guys enjoyed the video, do me a favor, drop a like and subscribe. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. I thought this was pretty funny. Comment down below what you guys think I should do next on these farm accounts, because like I said, it's a good way for me to kind of experiment with all the gold heads that I have, because all these are VIP 12 or 13. So they're getting 2 gold heads a day. So these do rack up pretty quickly. And I do also do events on these that get me more gold heads. Like I finish up the Kirak Ceremony, it's a lot easier now. It's 30 levels. It's way easier to get those 12 gold heads. So again, if you enjoyed the video, drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.